drives it into right center field, hit a ton. This baby is way back. On here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel, and today we're talking about Dany Jimenez, and this is a pitcher who was in the Blue Jays system. He was there for too long, and he became eligible in the Rule 5 draft. The Giants snagged him. Only 11 players were taken this year in the Rule 5 draft by all teams. Giants had a selection, and they used it, and I am so glad they picked this guy. This looks like a legit move. You never know when these things are going to work out or not. Might be sending Dany Jimenez back to the Blue Jays. It's not only possible, you might consider it probable based on history of Rule 5 draft picks. But you know what? Giants need more good young players. We just picked up one. I'm sorry. I'm going to look at this guy's stats, and I'm going to talk about what I think should and could happen with this player coming in 2020. This guy pitched in high A and double A last season. He pitched 59 innings. So ideally, if you're getting a solid strikeout pitcher, you would hope that he strikes out more batters than innings pitched. So I said he pitched 59 innings. So hopefully it was more than 59, right? How many did he strike out? 60? No. 70? No. 80? No. How about 93? This dude struck out 93 batters in 59 innings throughout 2019. That is sick stuff. That is unbelievable. That is a crazy number. He also walked 21, which is not horrible. Could be improved. Not that bad, considering you struck out over 90. Overall, his ERA was 2.9, but in Double A, when he got promoted, it was 1.87. He doesn't give up a ton of runs. He doesn't give up a lot of runs at all, and he strikes out a ton of batters. The guy has filthy stuff. Simple as that. This dude looks absolutely legit. And check this out. In his entire minor league career, he pitched 197 innings. 197 innings. He's given up only 151 hits. Far less hits than innings pitched. But what about strikeouts? In 197 innings, this man struck out 251 batters in his minor league career. Yeah, we're talking minor leagues. I don't care. This dude is good. This dude has shown he deserves an opportunity. He's going to get one with the Giants. So what does it mean to be a Rule 5 draft? I've talked about it before. It means you got to stay on that roster all season. Typically, it's a 25-man roster. That's changing this year. Now it's a 26-man roster. So that's, I guess, good from this aspect because you can keep the guy on the roster. More likely, you got an extra spot for him. So he's going to have to stay on that 26-man roster. That sounds funny. 26-man roster the entire 2020. There are a few exceptions if he gets hurt or you may be able to send him on a rehab or things like that. But by and large, you got to keep him on the roster. You can't just send him back to AAA whenever you want to like a normal player. If you want to do that, you got to first offer him back to the Blue Jays. And if you do that, the Blue Jays will say, thank you so much. We'll take him back. So you want to keep him on that roster all season long. I am surprised the Blue Jays didn't protect this guy, but that's what it's all about. There's always going to be a guy or two really good who gets snagged. Giants, nobody got snagged from the Giants, at least not that I saw. I looked at the list, and it looks like the Giants are safe, but the Giants did snag. They snagged this guy from the Blue Jays, and he looks like he's really good, but that doesn't tell the whole story because we've been through this before. Back a couple years back, the Giants got Julian Fernandez, if you remember him, flamethrower from the Rockies, and I was just as excited as I am now. I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude is good. Well, he had elbow problems in spring training. He had to have Tommy John. He never pitched a pitch for the Giants, and the Giants sent him back to the Blue Jays. The next season, the Marlins took him from the Blue Jays, and the same thing happened. He had elbow problems, sent him back to the I keep saying Blue Jays, Rockies. So Julian Fernandez from the Rockies came to the Giants. He never pitched. He went back. It didn't work out. I mean, I was excited, but it didn't work out. Same thing could happen. He could get injured. He could have Tommy John, and it could be over. But you know what? You got to try. If you fail, you try again. Last year, they tried with another Blue Jay, Travis Bergen. Travis Bergen, again, nice stats. Not as nice as this guy, but he had really nice stats in the minor leagues also. He struck out a lot of guys. He looked good. He came over, but he actually pitched a few games for the Giants. He had some nice outings too. I like Travis Bergen, but overall his ERA was over 5, and the Giants decided to ship him back to Toronto, so that didn't really work out ultimately either. But we're getting closer. We went from a guy who got hurt and had Tommy John and didn't pitch at all to a guy who pitched a little bit, and now hopefully this dude, Dany Jimenez, is the bomb because he looks like he is the bomb. So if I was running the Giants, which obviously I'm not, Because if I was, we'd be in big trouble. Now, here are my thoughts. It's just my thoughts. It's just a nobody fan, but I'm a big fan, and I love the Giants, and I love this game, and I followed this game for a long time, and I think that this dude has legit stuff and needs an opportunity. Travis Bergen only pitched about 18 innings last year. They shipped him back. It's really not enough time. Now, I'm not saying that if he's absolutely atrocious and horrible and he's walking everybody, he's just bad to not send him back, because he's got to be on the roster all year. But what I am saying is give this guy a longer leash. Give him an opportunity. If he can stick in that roster all season long, then next season he's a normal Giant. You can send him to AAA, can work on his stuff, do what you got to do. But try to keep this guy on the roster if possible all season long. We're not winning the World Series in 2020. We're not going to the playoffs in 2020, barring a miracle. So why not just try to keep this guy there? Work with him, get him some innings here and there, because this dude is legit based on those numbers. Now, I know they don't always translate to the big leagues, but don't you want to try to keep a guy who could be, this could be a future closer. This could be the freaking, I mean, you don't know. Guys could be legit based on those strikeout numbers. These are professional hitters he's striking out, AA hitters. These are good hitters, good high prospects, and he is striking them out like nothing. This dude is good. Dany Jimenez, really happy about this pickup. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work out. He may not even make the team out of spring training. They might ship him back. I'm saying if it was me running the team, I would try really hard to give this guy the longest leash I possibly could, because this could be, he could even be a starter. He started a bunch of games in 2016. Then they just decided he'd be better off as a reliever. It seems like he's great as a reliever, but he could be a starter too. You don't know what we have here. Give this guy a chance. Last year's Rule 5s, they shipped them all back, whether it was Connor Joe back to the Dodgers, Travis Bergen back to the Blue Jays, and then Drew Ferguson back to the Astros. That was the last season, but hopefully this season our Rule 5 guy works out a little bit better. Congrats to the Giants. Congrats to Dany Jimenez. You're going to get an opportunity. Do not blow it, bro. Do not blow this opportunity. Go out there in spring training. Work hard. You're going to make the team. You're going to be on the roster. You're going to get your opportunity. Just pitch well. Work with the coaches. And you know what? We might be all right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Y'all have a fantastic day. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we're going to be talking baseball all off season long. Getting ready to launch HummBabyBaseball.com. I got a Twitter account, got a Facebook. Check the links in the description below. Follow me on those accounts. And go ahead and, again, if you're not already, most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Wonderful evening. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye bye baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.